I gotta get back into it eventually. Might as well get back into it than what I started with. It's gonna take a few minutes to get to via the warp drive. I'm gonna just use it. Drink things. That's why the screen looks so down to fit in both the game and the chat box. And now we're going to see if we can mess with time.
This is Captain Thielen of the USS Kirk. We are under attack. We have been boarded and need immediate assistance.
They can leave. Game's running slow. Picking up weapons fire in combat throughout the ship, sir. The crew of the Kirk are fighting to keep their ship. I recommend that. God, it's running slow.
You're coming with me, Kuvamach!
Trying to find the temporal agent. Shut down Chrome. Hopefully they'll make it run quicker.
We're on intersecting timelines, and I can't give you too much information. I've neutralized a group of Nakul who were trying to aid the Klingons in taking over the ship. You need to make sure that Miral Paris isn't lost or killed. She's of utmost importance to the continued development of a timeline in which the Federation and the Klingons are not at war.
Is there anything useful that you can tell me?
Bavat is staging this entire attack to get his hands on Miral. Don't worry about the ramifications of following him. It will all straighten out at the end. There are bigger fish than us involved in temporal matters, and the Guardian is one of them.
Alright, thanks for the reassurances. I think that's the only time you get that specific event.
Glad to see you. We could use the help.
What happened here?
We were ambushed. We were en route for a scientific survey when multiple Klingon marauders decloaked and started blasting. The shields held up less than a minute, and once they went down, we were overrun by Klingon boarding parties. We've been fighting deck to deck ever since. Glad to see you. We could use the help.
What's the status of the ship?
I think we'll be fine once we clear out the last of the Klingon boarders. Our first priority will be repairs to the shields and weapons. My chief engineer informs me it won't take much to get them operational. We took the worst hits to our engines. Chief says he'll need at least a day to repair the warp drive. Glad to see you. We could use the help.
What did the Klingons want?
You saw it. Those blasted Klingons kidnapped my security chief. They must have kept one ship cloaked for the extraction. Lieutenant Paris's ties to the Klingons have always been trouble. Half of them think she's a traitor. The other half thinks she's a savior. And now this bunch thinks she is the cure to some crazy virus. My Klingon is rusty, but I think I heard one of them say that they were taking Miral to the right place at the right time? At least that's what I think I heard. I don't know what they meant by that, but we can't leave her in the hands of the Klingons. She's a good officer and a good friend. Glad to see you. We could use the help.
How can we help?
Since we're stranded here, you're the only ship who can chase down the Klingons and rescue Lieutenant Paris. I'm transmitting the frequency of her comm badge to your ship. This will enable you to lock onto her and follow the ship that kidnapped her. Bring Lieutenant Paris home safe.
Captain, if the Klingons have Lieutenant Paris, I recommend the away team return to the Hyperion immediately. May be able to catch them before they leave the system. Incoming message from the Klingons, sir. Put it on screen.
This mission cannot be delayed by a miserable Starfleet bot like yourself. We will find the secrets hidden in the Kuvamach's blood and use them for the glory of the Klingon Empire. I give to my escorts the honor of destroying you. Pray they send you to Grethor quickly.
Got a central lock on the IKS Baj. It appears that Captain Targan is headed for the gateway system under Federation corner. Badge on the planet's surface. Have beamed from the IKS, preventing us from getting a good run of the planet is under Federation quarantine and location of the Guardian of Forever. Starfleet command for the High. Quest sensors. Sensors of fixed planet. They're arming disruptors. So as I get back into the streaming thing, I'm doing like one or two about an hour and a half, hour long, and the game's rotating and Resident Evil. The other games I've got plotted right now. Then we'll see where we go from there. Area secure, so Starfleet Command is cleared on the surface, we are ordered to avoid Guardian if possible. If you didn't notice, I got this character up to level 60 so I could unlock all the ships that I have from the Tier 6 variety and get him into all of the events that aren't global unlocks, though most events will be global unlocks. Admiral, the plan has been under Federation. Captain James Kirk. Remind me about the Guardian Forever? Guardian is an ancient artifact that allows those who back in time. Dangerous to study, so we have no idea what the limit there might be of its power. Do you think there's only one explanation but why we want Lieutenant Palmer. We intend to use the Guardian to travel back in time and alter history. Recommend haste as an attempt to stop plans. We need to find Lieutenant Paris and protect the Guardian.
I know all. I am my own beginning, my own ending. I was here before your sun burned hot, and I will be here long after.
Who are you?
Seekers in search of a question. Shapers creating a dream. Explorers who believed a universe was too small.
Why do you always answer questions?
I answer as simply as your level of understanding makes possible.
What happens if Moral isn't rescued?
Her presence in her past alters the river of time. Those who took the Kuvok Maw are conquering before the warriors arrive. They have brought the weapons of your world to a time that will be helpless to resist them. Your reality, your world, your beginning, all that you know is gone.
Yes, I do.
Bring the future to the past, or lose the present. You will need your vessel to face the challenges ahead. Step through my portal, and it will be returned to you. Seekers in search of a question. Shapers create. The one known as Myral Paris finds her future in the time before her time. She is the Kuvok Maw. Her people follow her footsteps before she has made them. Her presence in bring the future to bring the future to the past. I know all. I am my own beginning, my own...
Am I to understand Bavat entered the Guardian portal with Lieutenant Paris? That is very disconcerting news. I am contacting Starfleet Intelligence to see what our next move should be. For now, take no further action with the Guardian. That is an order. I've spoken with Starfleet Intelligence. Listen carefully. You were to use the Guardian portal to follow Bavat wherever or whenever he went. Find him, and stop him from altering the past. Stop the Klingons, save Myral Paris, and restore the timeline.
Also going to try to start starting at 2:30 from now on. Day took a little bit longer because it had been so long. Guardian Ferro took us back to our ship, and I can't believe it. Our chronometer says we've been transported back to the year 2270. Shortly before Star Trek the Motion Picture takes place. Year-wise, but the timeline's a little different here. This is strange. It appears the history file of the computer has been altered. According to the computer, this is a point in time in which the Enterprise and all of her aboard her were lost. The defeat sparked a series of events that led to the downfall of the Federation of United Federation planets. It's all wrong. Looks like Bavat is changing history. I'm detecting Klingon Raptor our time, Admiral. It's the IKS Warbang. I'm reading Lieutenant Paris' comm signal. She's on board. Warbang is attacking the Enterprise. We have to stop it, sir. Contamination from our timeline cannot be allowed to change the past. The Enterprise is hailing us, patching through now.
Unknown ship. This is the USS Enterprise. Please respond.
Admiral, I'm transmitting a text-only message to let them know we're friendly and here to help. The less interactions we have with them, the less chance we have of altering the time. Sailing is getting patching it through now.
Unknown vessel, this is Commander Spock of the USS Enterprise. Thank you for your assistance.
Admiral, Mr. Spock is asking us to identify ourselves. I recommend we don't. All contact we have with anyone this time, violation of the Temporal Prime Directive, we should concentrate on. Be able to follow. Captain, I have a lock on the war bag. And Paris and Lieutenant friends, we should dare to defend ourselves. Norvig shield down, Admiral. I recommend we take this opportunity to transport our away team to the. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do it like 3 days a week, about 2 hours a day once I get back into the swing of things. That way, I can spread it out over the week so it's not just one big time to work with. There's his comm signal, the Klingon vessel, Admiral, transport. So we must do our best to liberate her from her captors ourselves. Some of these Klingons are still affected by the Ogden virus. It appears that we have arrived in time here where we're headed. I had to do some weapon swap out because I was a little behind tech-wise.
Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
Know about why we are here.
I know you are not of this time. You are from the future, a temporal agent. Your presence here was forecast.
Yes? How? By whom?
Many years ago, the Nakul came to us from the future. They wanted us to fight in their temporal war, but not as equals. Klingons are no one's pawns. The Empire refused their generous offer. However, the Nakul told us many things about the future in their attempt to gain our allegiance. We listened, and since then a group of Klingons has used that knowledge to guide the Empire. Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
Paris.
She is the Kuva Mach. We walk in her footsteps before she has made them. Her destiny is to be the one who cures the Klingon people. She will wash away the stain of the augment virus that has smoothed our brows and put fear into our hearts. Yes, and we are beginning to see results. The Kuva Mach has a unique genetic sequence that has allowed my physicians to completely transform us back to the mighty warriors we once were. No more will we be ridgeless and honorless. We will be Klingon! We will follow in the Kuva Mach's footsteps and walk in the path of honor and glory! Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
About the Kuvamog.
Some call her a savior. Many among my crew see her as a traitor. It is strange to see a mythological being wearing the uniform of your enemy. I don't know what I believe of the old ways. The prophecies say she will be a voyager, and that the Klingons will know her before she knows the world. What I have seen in these past days makes me believe this is true. Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
Tell me about the Klingons who bought the war big too.
Most of them are crazed by their contact with the augmentation process. Their leader tells me they were experimented on by a man named Amar Singh. They will do anything, kill anyone in their quest to be whole again. They arrived here a month ago. They brought the Kuva Mach with them, and they asked me to keep her safe. They left for a time and then returned 2 days ago with this wonder of a starship. They told me that it was the first of a mighty fleet that would rule the galaxy.
Who are you dealing with?
Their leader. It is my greatest shame to see him. I have come face to face with my future self, and I see that I will walk a path of great dishonor. Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will. Ambassador Bavat is the man I will become. Time travel is such a tricky thing. Now I understand why Klingon intelligence hates predestination paradoxes so.
This task here is finished.
Ambassador Bavat will not surrender the Kuva Mach without a fight. It appears that the years have made me, quick to anger and quick to judge. I wonder what will happen to make me such a bitter, manipulative man. Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
What is a predestination?
When one travels back in time, one may cause or undo the reason for the journey. Anything we do now may alter the reality that you know. Then again, the reality we know could not exist unless we were here at this time and place. I would advise you not to volunteer for many more time travel missions. They tend to complicate your life. Mevyap, I am not your enemy. Ask me what you will.
What should we do?
You are the defenders of the Kuva Mach. You will find Ambassador Bavat at her side. He will not surrender her without a fight. Give him a good death. That is all any Klingon desires.
This entire game's story is predicated on several overlapping predestination paradoxes. It gets very confusing. Mostly the comm data here that the crew were trying to work with several times. Practicable allies, also a high priority at any cost. They're all too aware of how important that ship is to the success of the Federation. Daniels will want to hear about this. Copy the data, Colin. Copy the data whip.
I didn't appreciate being held captive, but if I can help the Klingons, I will gladly do so. Think of it this way. If we can find peace here, there's hope for the future.
Harm you?
No, but the Klingons of this time have the genetic samples they need from me, and I'm more than ready to get back to our time. Thank you. I won't forget what you did today. One to beam up.
Captain Vavon and his crew are transporting off the warbig. We can't leave the... big is empty, his shields are... Done what we can to restore the timeline. I recommend we turn to the gateway system, and the Guardian should be able to transport us back to when we... Guardian has opened the portal, but there are Klingons just blocking the way. Klingons are hailing us, Captain, putting it through on...
The Kuva Mach and that lovely ship of yours are staying here. We'll have a grand time dissecting both of them. Surrender now, and we'll give you a quick death.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Left shield failing.
So the Enterprise is hailing us. I guess Commander Spock says they can assist us. He's deduced that we came to the time a portal opened by the Guardian Freddy, which is to speak with you all on opening audio link now.
I am not unfamiliar with time travel, Captain. We will endeavor to engage the Klingons until you can escape. Live long and prosper.
The Guardians opened a portal for us to return Admiral. We should use it as soon as possible.
Time has resumed its shape. All is as it was before.
Incoming message from Starfleet, sir. I'll link it to your tricorder.
Congratulations on a job well done. Lieutenant Paris will return to duty, and you have ended the threat to the Federation. But we do have some questions. Time travel is not a routine mission, you know. Don't be surprised if you get a visit from the Department of Temporal Investigations. Predestination paradoxes can be troubling for them.
Chrononaut, as you're traveling through time. Also, this mission you'll want to repeat a few times because it's got a bunch of unique gear you can get out of it, which is really cool.
I don't think I need to tell you how important the mission you just completed was. For all of us. The very fabric of our universe was at stake, and you acted with professionalism and aplomb. Thanks to you and your crew, Ambassador Bavat's plan was foiled. Temporal Investigations does want to talk to you about how the description of your ship is now showing up in the USS Enterprise's mission logs. But I told them you didn't have time to report for debriefing.
Funny joke, Admiral Quinn. As I was saying, you get this unique shield, unique disruptor array, unique disruptor cannon, unique phaser.
We've detected an anomaly in the Azure Nebula. Because of the Tholian activity in that area, we're concerned that they may be attempting to open a rift to the mirror universe. I need a ship to go out there and check it out.
That's new. It wasn't Lieutenant LaForge in the past. For the Federation. That's cool. Yeah, when they had Agents of Yesterday, they created a whole bunch of 23rd century variants of weapons. Gonna fly to the Azure Nebula, then call it a day, I think. That'll be that. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to try to shoot for 2, but it might be a little bit after that. Because I'll have to pick out which game, set up all the screens and everything. Bye.